Yo, let me hide these guys because they're not this is a solo show today. You know, no hate to the boys, but this is a solo show today. This is the late night with Lemur here. Legion's in a couple of days. Hold on, make sure I got the right window capture here. Yeah, that's all. That's right. All right, everybody. So how you guys doing today? How's everybody's Friday today? It's another nice little Friday. Shit, like a lot of shit has been going down low key, especially with Cyraxx here lately. Apparently, like this is actually I'm a little late on this, like a couple days late on this. No Chilla, no Morty today. This is just a solo stream, everybody. Solo stream, y'all. They'll be here for the Legion. But anyway, as I was saying, like I'm a couple days late on this shit. Cyraxx is apparently this is going around here. There's a little bit of evidence. I think there's more than what I have, honestly. Like I don't think I have all of it, but this is what I could find. So I'm gonna show you guys. I think this is enough. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I have. I think it's enough, but it's pretty fucking crazy. So this is like in a Discord. I don't know if they have like I don't know what specific Discord it's in, but it says everyone, just a FYI, it's never okay to out anyone's sexuality before they're ready because we care about people. Since Cyraxx is not people, he is a parasite and a baby born from the ass of a demonic hex. This is this person's words, not mine, right? I don't even know because I don't know if this is. I don't think that's too far. I don't think that's against TOS. Yeah, I think it's fine for a live stream. It's okay to do this. Cyraxx is trans. He calls himself a trans woman in private, and lately the pictures that he sends out willing women, and it's like willing in quotations, you know. So I think you can infer what that means. He plays with his here it says. I honestly probably didn't even have to blur, but with all the other shit, I don't know why. I don't know. I decided to blur for some reason. Anyway, and calls it my F slur little boy click and says he's wet, then plays with his, I think this is ass, and starts to see why did I blur out ass? I think the only thing that I had to blur out here was probably the F slur, and starts with his own finger. This is 100% real, and I have 100% I have evidence for everything I said. Cyraxx is a liar, and he has a boy clit. Oh, this is horrible. I don't even think I need to read the end of this, but apparently this is what's going down. Like I need to take a shot after reading that, y'all. But that's what's going down in the fucking Cyraxx, the world of Cyraxx, folk, right now. And there's more to this. Just give me a second. The first one's free, folks. The first one's free. Ugh. Alrighty then. Ooh, that's nice. See, I'm warming up to the strawberry. I'm actually kind of warming up to the strawberry. So here's the proof here. It says the Goblin Gaming, and then that's his account. That's like hold on. I think it's control, or is it control this? Yeah, okay. If you see, this is like Cyraxx's picture. This is his name, the Goblin Gaming, Chance 20255. And then we go over to here. That's him, Goblin Gaming. That's his profile picture. It's a little low res. That's why it looks like shit. So if you zoom it out, like I think it's probably intended to be around this size. It doesn't look as bad, but as you zoom in, you're like, holy shit, that looks horrible. So he said, yeah, TBH, I've been wanting to like fully express myself. I'm just scared. Hold on. Let me make my lemur disappear for you guys. Just for a second. Where's my lemur? Right here. Just for a second. So he said, I'm just scared that those lame as fuck trolls will make it worse, you know? This seems like Cyraxx. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, this is kind of, I feel like I've seen Cyraxx type when he had his Facebook leaks, and this just like has Cyraxx written all over it. Like, I want to fully express myself with the bad writing, and I'm scared that those lame as fuck trolls, you know, like this. I don't know. It just has Cyraxx written all over it. It looks like a really good image to me. And yeah, he's going off on John. If you haven't watched John, dude, I was subscribed on the second. This is the second channel, right? Like I've been subscribed to John. I think it says who I've subscribed to, or maybe it's on what channel am I subscribed to him on? Maybe it's not this channel. It's some channel I have. It might be Late Night with Lemur. I think it's Late Night with Lemur. And I saw him in my recommended, and he had like 2,000 views. And like I knew already, bro, when I watched his video, the editing was great. Like he was just good in front of the camera. You know what I mean? Like this guy knows how the fuck to really get under Cyraxx's skin. You know what I mean? In like a very comical and a very like slick manner. You know what I mean? It's like comical. It's slick. It's straight to the point and swift. It's like the opposite of what Cyraxx is, basically, like, or he's the opposite of what Cyraxx is, and the way that he conducts himself is like the opposite of how Cyraxx conducts himself.
Hello, everyone. This is
Does he? He has a 2,000 sub channel. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know about all that. I just saw his channel in my recommended. He was like fucking up, like making fun of Cyraxx. I'm like, this guy's funny as fuck. And his editing is great. Like it's some top tier type shit.
Chance. And before you're asking,
so
yes,
that
you
makes sense. Like considering that his editing was so good and he seemed like he knew, like it seemed like he had already like, you know, made content before. So that makes sense.
And yes, I'm still working on my project.
Should I speed this guy up? Let me speed him up.
Expose Marty's brother-in-law, John, as the egotistical Arab.
Yeah, Marty's brother-in-law. See, I don't know all this. I don't know the lore. I don't know the deep lore behind Cyraxx. I'm still learning something new every single day about Cyraxx. That's the crazy thing about this, guys. You learn new shit every single day about him, especially if you haven't been around like shit, dude. 7 years ago, I was like in school. I was probably, 7 years ago? Let's see, I started college 4 years ago. That's another 3. I was in high school. I was like a senior, or not a senior, sorry. I was a sophomore. There you go.
Evil, vile person this man is.
So I wasn't thinking about no lolcows back in the day.
Single thing, one by one, and break down every cell of this man's channel to where he will probably not have a channel left.
Hey, shout out to Ashton Barrett. They donated 5 and said adding to the drink pool. That was so gross. I'm sorry. Hey, you know what I mean? That's like part of the job. You know, I've become desensitized to it.
Now, I asked all 3, Gemini, Google, and ChatGPT.
Gemini. I put together a team of the most modern technological advances. Gemini, ChatGPT. What did he say? He's like, I brought together the forces of the 3 best technological advances.
Now, I asked all 3, Gemini, Google, and ChatGPT.
Gemini, Google, and ChatGPT.
Guess what ChatGPT is sourcing its bullshit from, bro? Google. Guess where Google, like all these motherfuckers, like Google sources most of its shit from, like, I mean, Google is really a search engine for the most part. And when you're doing regular searches, I don't think much of the regular searches are AI, but there's so much AI integrated in Google that you might as well, I'm sure he's not like looking through URLs or looking through web pages. He's probably using the AI fucking, everybody's seen that before. Everybody's forced to use it. The AI bullshit that Google spits out, which is the same thing as Gemini, or like very similar to what Gemini does, right? And then ChatGPT is a similar model that's based off of it's basically like a search engine, like a giant search engine at this point. So there's nothing that ChatGPT isn't doing any like logical reasoning for you. It's just spitting out a bunch of bullshit it gets off of the internet.
To ask me why John is such an evil, vile, disgusting person.
I don't think it knows like who the fuck John even is. It's like, who's John? What John are you talking about?
For a lack of better terms, what makes this person evil as fuck?
Bro's flicking out his shit like it's a fucking magic trick.
Vile, disgusting.
Did you guys see that? He like flicked his what's that shit called? His scab? Like it was a fucking magic trick and shit. Like he was sprinkling a little bit of fairy dust.
What makes this person evil as fuck?
Evil as fuck. Yeah, I'm sure like if you ask Google or ChatGPT like why is John so evil, it wouldn't know like the specific John you're talking about, right? Like,
so we're gonna break it down.
Maybe he like I don't know, dude. I think Cyraxx is dumb enough to just straight up be like, why is John so evil, and think that they know who the fuck he's talking about.
By doing this, I'm going to break down every little screen of information.
Remember, folks, the goals are any number. You could donate any dollar amount. There's no limit. You don't got to donate 5. You don't got to donate 10. You don't got to donate 20. We do not discriminate here. It's any color. Any color. All the colors go. No segregation, y'all. What the fuck even is this? I can't even see what the fuck. Can you zoom in? Hold on. I got to move this shot out of the way. Can you even zoom in? Can I do that on this webpage? No, it just trips out, kind of. Yeah, it just kind of trips out. Okay. Let's go back to normal. Almost. That's normal.
Poor little John, about to be broken down by the very person he's trying
Little John
to victimize. And by the way, if you guys want the reasons from this, they're all right there in the description.
What?
Like this right here. Reported allegations and critiques from community and audience feedback. Allegations, what's claimed, red flags, why.
Hey, shout out to Ellie for the $1.99. They said, let's fucking go. See, any color goes, bro. I think you can donate. I don't know. I think there's a limit. I don't think you can donate like 50 cents, but you can donate like $1, I assume. That'd be cool if you can donate 50 cents, but I think that they limit that.
People react strongly. Sudden emotional or are mood swings and hostility. What is claimed?
If you have if you live in a foreign country, I've had people give me foreign currency that amounts to like less than $1 in USD. No offense to anybody's country, that's just how exchange rates work.
Is said to have flip-flopped calm and humble messaging at times.
What did he just say? Hold on. I can't even understand him. I thought he said calm and homo messaging.
Mood swings and hostility. What is claimed?
Hey, shout out for the Canadian one, right? CA, is that Canadian? What is CA? Italian foreskin thief. Shout out.
The creator is said to have flip-flopped calm and humble messaging at.
It does say like, it sounds like he says homo messaging. No, I'm not trying to be like, I'm just like, this is what I'm hearing.
The creator is said to have flip-flopped calm and humble messaging at times, then angry, harsh rants at others. Red flags. Inconsistent persona. Can feel manipulative.
I think it was a Freudian slip, bro. I think it was a Freudian slip on his part. He's just got that shit on his brain, bro. Cause he's thinking like, oh, they just exposed me because I want to be Patricia. Like, what the fuck? Like, he's got all this kind of shit in his head. Like, wasn't Cyraxx doing like, I remember back in the day, Cyraxx had like his search history, like his Google search history got exposed. And it was like, he was trying to look up like, you know, he was trying to look up the transgender women and stuff online. He also tried to look up like Sally, or he was like naked pictures of Sally, like a bunch of different, he was like a bunch of different people. He'd be like, he just put their name, like real life people, he put their name and then he'd look like nude after. It was really weird. I remember, bro, that was the days right there. Shout out to Shay Valentine for the 199. They said finding out who John is and why he's evil, for real. That's everybody right now, bro. Me too. Well, I'm not finding out who John is, but now I understand. By ChatGPT knows why he's evil. Naima Daz donated $1.99. It says 17 minutes late and gay. What did I miss? You didn't miss much. Honestly, look, this is what you missed. Cyraxx, you can just like pause right here and read this, bro. But Cyraxx got exposed in this Discord here. This is the proof of Cyraxx saying that he's been fully expressing himself for a while and he's just scared about what the trolls are gonna say. This is the proof that that's his Discord right here. Here's his picture, his name, all that good stuff. And now we're just watching his crash out relating to John, who has been like a proponent in like exposing this information and talking shit about Cyraxx recently. He's been working with William Gloryhole behind the scenes to just really troll the fuck out of Cyraxx, and it's been beautiful.
Oh, bro, hostility can alienate.
Bro had trouble on that one, bro. He got it out though. He got it out. Oh, we're so close to the goal, guys. We're like what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 away. Shout out to let me see who. Crash Cooter Coot donated $1. They didn't say nothing, but I love your name, Crash Cooter Coot. Shout out to you. Also, David Grunta donated 99 cents, which is awesome. That's cool. Like, I appreciate it, bro. I do not discriminate. 99 cents, anything helps. You know what I mean? 99 cents. What can y'all, you can buy like some shit with 99 cents. I mean, YouTube takes a cut of that, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Little Golden Star donated 5 and said, this is all because he's pissed because John doesn't put up with this bullshit, huh? Basically, like John exposes him and he don't like that. He's like, oh, this dude's like actually, and like nobody's using shit that's not already substantiated against Cyraxx. Like, it's not like anybody's pulling these things out of their ass, right? But yet, like, so that's why Cyraxx's only defense is to be like asking ChatGPT why John is evil instead of sitting there and defending himself, right? Because you would imagine he'd sit there and defend himself from claims like this. Anybody in their right mind would sit there and they would like be like, okay, this is why I didn't do X, this is why I didn't do Y, this is why I didn't do Z. Here you go, like here's all the proof, right? But Cyraxx is not doing that. This is like a big, huge deflection. It's like, fuck it, instead of actually focusing on what's true and like the shit that people have said about me that is true, let me just ask ChatGPT this very open-ended question that it's gonna spit out some answer that makes no sense, right? Like he doesn't even know what the fuck he's reading himself. Shout out to V Historian for the 199. They said first stream, take my money. I appreciate it.
Viewers.
Hey, that's the goal right there. Shout out to Ashton Bear for the 2. They said I got ahead of bed. Have a great stream. Good night, guys. Good night. Have a great sleep. Have a great sleep. All right, folks, I'm gonna take a hit of the pen, and then I already got a shot ready, folks. So we're just getting started, right? All right, let's start another goal here. Whenever I do it like that, it doesn't do it right. Well, I'm using an Apple device now, so hopefully it doesn't fuck up as much, but we'll see if that's like just a mobile thing all around. Sometimes the goals just won't, like I'll set up a new goal and then somebody will donate and it won't count. All right, let's continue to hear this guy ramble. And oh well, let me take my shot first actually before we do that. Ooh, see, that's different. I got little shot glasses, and that's different than taking like a swig out of the bottle. This is what I usually do. I usually take a swig and I'd be like, this is how much I guess this shot is. This is different. These are big, but I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, y'all. I needed it, bro. I needed to try it. Everybody talks about Apple. I'm like, fuck it. Apple 14's like $500. And I had a Motorola Razr, 2024 Motorola Razr. And the screen broke. I was thinking maybe I'll get another flip phone, but I don't want to risk like the screen breaking like that again. Why the fuck would I buy a phone when I already know it's like there's a risk? There's a risk in buying that phone. Like it already comes with that risk of the screen breaking where it bends. So I'm like, fuck that. I'd rather not do that. So I just bought an iPhone and then bought like an OtterBox for it and then a nice screen protector, and it should last me a cool ass minute. Because Androids are cool and all, but I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I was gonna get the Google Pixel is maybe, but also like the newer Google Pixels are super fucking expensive for some reason, like more expensive than the iPhones. Like the Google Pixel 8, which is pretty good, I guess, but it was like more expensive, like $100 more. I was like, nah, I honestly, why the fuck shouldn't I just try out an iPhone?
And that is something that you are hostile. Need I bring up the fact when I talk to you calmly about stop stealing my shit, John? The minute I brought it up, your first action was one of your worst. You pulled out a fucking and put it in.
Shout out to Jesse A for the $4.99. They said, Lemur, are we buying the Tofik? No, we're not. I'm not into that bullshit. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna buy this OnlyFans for science reasons. No, fuck you, fuck that. I'm not weird. I'm not creepy. I'm not buying Tofiachu's OnlyFans just to sit there and like laugh. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like, why the fuck would I want to look at that?
At my face on a Discord call and then pretended to call the police. You tried to play the victim.
Bro's going off script. Bro's going off script now. Like, I don't think ChatGPT said anything about John playing the victim. Like, I can't read what the fuck that says because it's in like, I haven't seen this, bro. I haven't seen this quality in years. Like, this brings me back, bro. I feel like I'm watching a video from 2007, and I don't even think I was watching YouTube in 2007, bro. God damn. Like, I totally skipped the era where it was like super shitty. Shit, maybe I started watching in like 2009, bro. I started watching Smosh when I was like way too young to watch Smosh, bro. And yeah, that's like my story. That's my origin story right there. But this isn't even like Smosh level, because even they had pretty good production by the time I was watching them. It actually looked pretty aight for the time.
As if you are this grand creator of all this.
And then when I got older, you know what I mean, I got into the Filthy Frank, and then that's all bad when you get into the Filthy Frank. Shout out to Carson Outwater for in middle school. For the $4.99, they said got some CVS lotion and getting on the weekend. Shout out to the CVS lotion.
This stuff that is mine, but you are not. You are merely a common thief.
Now we got to get through Ian iDubbbz. I sandwiched this. I made a sandwich. Cyraxx is on the top. He's the bread. Ian is in the middle because he's the cuck. He's always in the middle. He's the meat. He's the meat and the potatoes. He's in the middle of the sandwich. And then we're gonna put Tofiachu on the bottom because she's a nice support. So that's my sandwich right there. I made a content sandwich. So we're not switching to Toph, Ellie. Not quite yet. You gotta wait.
Leads me to my next one. Deleted content and covers of bad behavior. That plays right into what I said before.
No, we'll finish this.
You steal my work.
We'll try to finish this.
And you try to cover it up as your own.
That's what he's mad about. He's mad about John quote unquote stealing his work. Why? What do you mean stealing? When did this whole Discord stuff go down? It went down before this, right? And his main contention here is that John stole what from him? Like reacted to a video? What the fuck do you mean? What did he steal? Street racer scene? Sound of Silence? Man, Cyrax with his, they took it from me. They framed me. They took it.
Matter of fact, chat.
They took my job.
You did the same thing on a Discord call.
They took
Matter of
my
fact, it was that same
daughter.
day that you called me. That very same day when me and CIA Hole were in call with you and confronting you. You sat right there. I showed you my original Facebook where I created the original artwork for my current Shadow Kai project.
Oh, it's for artwork. What did you trace somebody else's shit? How much, what did he trace it or use fucking AI? Like, you didn't draw shit, buddy. I know damn well your little gremlin hands didn't draw nothing. Bro, I'm telling you right now, dog. I know that with confidence. And if it did, it was traced, like some Tofiachu type shit.
Then what?
I was talking about doing freehand and shit. He thinks he's a real artiste, folks. Unless it looks like shit. Like the only thing, like, unless it looks like a kid drew it, like that's the only way I'm accepting it as Cyraxx's art, is if it looks like something that like a mom would put on the fridge after their 5-year-old drew it for them. You know, it has to be like stick figures of Sally, Ed, and him. I mean, like happy family.
What did you do? You went in and photoshopped your name over what was originally there, all to try to lay claim to what is not yours.
We got 3 out of the 10,
Because
folks.
as I said before,
We're killing it. We're killing it already on the
you are
goals.
nothing more than a common thief, John.
Common thief, John.
Now, let's read into this. What is claimed?
You're stealing air from the fucking earth, motherfucker. Like, I don't know about you're stealing space, bro.
A live stream with harsh language, threats, or insults was later deleted, and then the channel acted as though it never happened. I wonder why you covered that up, John. It couldn't be because of the fact that you did something against
What the
me.
fuck? I want to know what the prompt was. Like, what did he ask? I can't see it here. He asked something specific. I can't fucking read it.
And you covered it up.
But all this is just, I don't know what the fuck. He's even got ChatGPT schizoed. Like, I've never seen ChatGPT do this before. Like, this whole breakdown. Like, I've literally never seen this before. How do you even get it to do this? Like, he must have trained this. Like, he's been talking to this model for a while, bro, and it already knows, like, the sick and twisted mind of Cyraxx, so it just plays on it. I don't want to, like, I don't want to say Cyraxx is going to be one of those stories where, you know, you hear on the news something bad happens with them or relating to them and their family because they get psychosis due to ChatGPT. I just feel like he is somebody who could be susceptible to that. I don't want to say it could happen. I don't want to like put that energy out there. I'm not wishing that on anybody. But what I'm saying is if there was somebody like who I thought that would happen to, it would probably be Cyraxx. Like, you know, because he's so just susceptible to this kind of bullshit.
Up to save your own ass. Because you knew I was right about what I was saying about you. And in a fit of rage, you acted out of line. You got angry.
Jesse, ChatGPT basically, I wouldn't say it like leans a specific way. The best way to describe it is ChatGPT sucks your dick. Like if you ask any AI, it will basically try to find some way to be like, yes, you're correct. And most often it will give you fucking bad information. It'll be like, you're correct about this. Actually, I sourced this article from some random ass website that's not peer reviewed. And it's like, it actually says that people like you are right. And it's like, none of what it's saying is like actual, it's not a value. It's not backed by actual like scientific resources, right? It's just made like, it just pulls out the best thing it can. It scours Google, it scours. You can literally see it like doing that. As ChatGPT processes, it will literally show you. It's like searching Reddit, Google, like it'll show you every Wikipedia, like it'll show you all the little other websites it's searching for this information, and it'll pick and choose the best thing that'll be like, oh, what do they want to hear? So I'm sure after talking to this model for so long, he's kind of got it built up to where it'll basically spit out anything he wants to suck his dick, right? Like that's just how ChatGPT goes, and that's how sick it is. And that's why you can't rely on this kind of shit for really anything unless like very blunt to the point questions, because even then, and then you also have to check the sources that they give you, because they'll say like where the sources are coming from, and if it's not like a .org, a .edu, then you should probably check where it's from. You know, make sure it's from like a respectable journalist or something like that. That's just like research 101.
You got mad because you knew I was right about everything I was saying. And what did you do? You deleted that video, all to cover it up because you knew that you were caught. Which also reminds me, that's why you sat right there the other night, and after you pulled out a on me on your own live stream, you then quickly made it look like, oh, it's just a toy. When you sat there and you put the toy gun down.
Shh.
after picking up the real one.
Hey, we don't talk about that kind of stuff here, Chance. I don't want to hear your delusions of what you thought was a reppin' and what you don't think is a reppin', right? I don't need to hear that, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, that's not what we care about here. We want to hear you crashing out. We don't give a fuck about, you know, what your little conspiracy theory you have about this guy and, oh, he showed me a reppin' and I was fearing for my life. And I don't know if it was, you said it wasn't real, but I swear it was real, guys. It's like, I don't want it. Just shut the fuck up.
That's why you deleted that video. Because you sat right there and pulled out it on a live stream. A live fucking
Mr. Yeah, and this is coming from Mr. Katana, right? Like, this is coming from Mr. fucking Katana. How many times have you seen him pull out one of those fucking dumb little fake swords he has? You're exactly right, Italian foreskin thief. Like, he uses those fucking little toy bullshits all the time to try to intimidate people. I seen him do it to Marty, and now he's sitting here talking about what you have isn't a toy. Who are you to say that or make these kind of claims or try to be like holier than thou? Like, come on, bro. Don't even act like you've never done some crazier shit. Like, straight up try to pull some moves. Like, I saw you pull it out of the sheath. Is that what they call it? And then and then just start like going crazy, right?
I knew that you were caught. You quickly put it down and went, oh no, I got the orange shaped gun. It's just a toy. No, you put the real one down and then picked out the fake one because you knew that if they caught you with that real one, that your channel would be wiped out. Your whole existence would be gone, destroyed. Your channel, your career on YouTube turned to ash, gone, burned to the ground. That's why you did that, because you were scared that you would get caught.
No one's scared of you. You're a liar, bro. No one's scared of you. Who are you trying to fool?
Red flags and why people react strongly to this particular one. Deleting evidence of past actions is often seen as a tactic to avoid accountability. Sounds pretty familiar, don't it, John?
ChatGPT's just sucking your dick. It don't know what the fuck it's talking about. Deleting things are evidence of guilt. We're talking about YouTube here. You have to delete YouTube live streams, bro. Like, I delete my YouTube live streams because I have to edit them because shit, like, people like you might say some crazy shit that's against TOS, right? And that isn't necessarily my fault. That isn't necessarily John's fault that you know, say crazy shit, that you want to join his live stream and say crazy shit, or that you want to upload crazy videos to YouTube where you say wild ass shit. Like, that's nobody's fault, bro. Because that's most of the time, like, why we're deleting these things is because you're crazy. It's not because we're worried, like, oh, what I said will get me banned. Most of the time, like, we're chill. We're just like chill content creators. We might like make a little jokes, you know, here and there about Cyraxx, but at the end of the day, nothing compares to the type of vitriol that you speak, bro. That you're a bigot. You're a bigot.
And we all know where you get that from. You get that from your brother, who did the same shit. Next on the list, violent language or extreme talk. In the reported live stream, he allegedly talked about people, etc., which you did do. You talked about that with William Gloriole. You talked about it being my last birthday. He refers to prophecies from God, suggests that God is on his side, which God is not on your side. His supporters believe he has divine backing. No.
How do you know? How the fuck do you know anything about this man's relationship with God? And who are you to make that judgment? I want to ask you that, Cyraxx. Who are you to make a judgment on anybody's relationship with Christ? You have no judgment. So you can't do that because, like, first of all, it's disrespectful. You don't know this man at all. You barely know this man. You know of this man. You don't know him, right? And second of all, you're not some kind of like religious figure, right? Like, you're not a fucking priest. You're not you're nothing. You know what I mean? You're nothing. So you can't. Your moral judgments, your religious judgments, all of that means nothing.
No, you do not. You do not have any kind of divine backing from any major YouTuber that you see as God.
What does that even mean? So then, what do you mean? You don't have any divine backing from any YouTuber? What is that? What does the YouTuber element come in?
I know there are certain YouTubers that you see as YouTube gods, and which don't get wrong. That's under.
Whoa, that's actually what you are saying right here is actually how would you say, like, if you say it's blasphemous? I think that's right? It's blasphemous. blasphemous. You're saying YouTubers are gods? You're saying a YouTuber can be God. Now that's blasphemous in my opinion. And I don't know, like I'm sure John, I don't think John says that he's God. I'm sure that he said, I don't even know anything about that situation. But at the end of the day, like Cyraxx is sitting here and trying to say like, oh, what you're doing is wrong. And you say that you speak to God and like you have some kind of divine intervention. But yet like you act like you can judge anybody's relationship with Christ, but yet you hold YouTubers to the same standard as God. Like, how is that any, like, come on, bro, that's blasphemous.
Understandable. And there are certain YouTubers that I see as YouTube
Blasphemy.
gods as well, such as Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, guys such as Smosh,
Guys such
Ray
as
William Johnson.
guys such as Smosh. He's saying Smosh is God. Listen, y'all, I just had that's crazy. I swear to God on everything I love, I did not pre-watch this. And I was watching, Cyraxx is like 34 years old, right? I was watching Smosh when I was fucking young as shit. Like you wouldn't catch me watching no Smosh nowadays. Anyway, that's besides the point. This motherfucker saying Smosh are God. That's crazy. Like Ian and Anthony from Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox are God.
You know, the greats, the people that made YouTube
What about PewDiePie? Would he say PewDiePie is a god?
great.
Like, I can't believe that we're getting such insight into Cyraxx's mind and like what he truly believes, because I guess he doesn't believe in like an orthodox religion. Like, this is his own sort of religion he's created in his head where he thinks that YouTubers are gods. I've never heard of this before. This is new to me.
The people that made YouTube
He's 35. Okay.
what it is.
He's 35 and he's fucking saying this weird shit.
But you are sitting there acting like they are on your side.
This might be
when
some
you
shit.
don't know
Like,
that.
this is some shit that I'd say at the lunch table when I was like 13. And I wouldn't even say it like I wouldn't even be serious. Like, I'd be saying this like probably ironically, but like a little bit serious because I looked up to these people being like, they're gods. They're gods. Like, you know what I mean? More like in a colloquial sense, though. I think that he's like very serious that he thinks these people are like idols, to like straight like spiritual idols.
And they don't know you. Therefore, that makes you a false prophet.
A false
if we're talking
prophet.
in biblical terms here, you would be considered a false prophet.
He's jumping back and forth. He's like, are we talking about biblical terms? First of all, I don't remember Smosh or any of the other YouTubers. For some reason, what other YouTubers did he list? Ray William Johnson. I don't remember them being in the Bible, right? So why are we all of a sudden like focusing on biblical aspects of things when you were just saying that Ray William Johnson was a god? Like, did you ever read the Bible? Like, I thought, did Cyraxx ever have like a religious upbringing, or Sally and Ed just like against religion, or
Prophet. Because you speak things that sound good on paper, but in reality, you're fake and you can't back it up. Monetization or money appeals tied to crisis or drama. Kind of.
that's like every YouTuber in the fucking world. Like, that's just a blanket statement to describe why being a YouTuber might be negative, is that you have some kind of monetary like incentive to cover drama. And you know, like, it starts to get kind of like a cycle. You can get really drawn into it if you get like too crazy about it, you know what I mean, too like serious about it, and like it can get a little bit intense, right? Looking at these internet dramas. So I think that's like any way that you can describe, like, that's a lot of YouTubers, unless you're like making gaming videos or something like that. There's outliers, there's outlier groups, animation and stuff like that, right? There's outliers, but for the most part, the major commentary community are people that talk about drama in some kind of form, you know, surrounding some kind of niche topic.
It reminds me of why you're trying to steal my shit.
Shout out to Oso David Grunga for the 199. They said the part about YouTubers was in Leviticus. Lemur, duh. Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah. I gotta go back. I gotta refresh. Honestly, I've never read the Bible really like extensively. I didn't go to church very much. Naima Daz donated 199 and said he needs to be put put in a padded cell. Yeah.
He asked for money. He allegedly asked for money for personal use in dramatic ways, sometimes threatening to leave YouTube, then returning. Now, why is it that you would need money like that, John? It couldn't be because you know that I own the rights to my shit.
You don't own the rights to anything. You don't know what owning the rights to anything fucking means. Shout out to y'all. We're halfway to the goal. 5 out of 10. Honestly, I cut in to say that, and then like I heard him say, and I was like, bro, I gotta fucking mention the fact that that's crazy.
And you know, once Nintendo comes down on you,
He's like, I own the rights. My grandpa works for Nintendo.
for your last little escapade,
I own the rights to Bowser, and Mario and Princess
you know that you're
Peach.
gonna need a lawyer. That's why you're begging for money.
Yeah, really.
Because you know that you're going to need a lawyer. Instead of being a good person and doing stuff the right way like I've done and like other people have done.
You're a real good person. You do things the right way when you go on fucking Discord and groom minors. That's doing it the right way, right, buddy? When you go on fucking Facebook and text a bunch of underage individuals, right? You're dumb. You're stupid. Why does he always try to be, I'm the good person, I'm good, when you've never been good?
Go around and you do all this fucked up shit to gain money for your own use, to shut me down. And guess what, buddy? I'm still here. This can create emotional pressure. Give me support or you're abandoning me. And mixes vulnerability with demands. And you are not vulnerable by any means. Oh, now we're getting into the nitty gritty on this. Dismissal / minimization of harm. After a bad live stream.
Hey, if we get 200 likes, y'all, I'll take an extra shot. I'll take a bonus shot for 200 likes. For 200 likes, y'all.
He said
We're at like 107. So, you know, we need like 92 or 93. My bad. Yeah.
to have dismissed it all as righteous anger and moved on without full apology. Going back to the live stream,
No, you
going all
didn't
the
miss
way back to
Tofia,
that live
Ellie.
stream.
You have not missed Tofia Chew. We got Tofia Chew coming up, but we got to look at Ian iDubbbz first before.
You just
And then we also have to finish up Cyraxx. I mean, watch like a couple more minutes of this video.
dismissed that whole thing as being fake, as what I'm doing for real as being
I'm
fake.
actually gonna keep it on sub on rib.
Hey,
Why?
shout out to
Because you
Destiny
didn't want to get in trouble with
Gunblade for
YouTube.
becoming a
And
subscriber.
William, this also
Look
applies
at the
to
little
you too,
glob
motherfucker.
guy.
All
Did
the
you
shit I'm
guys
saying
did you guys see the little glob guy that came up? That was so cool.
can also be applied to you, but I'll save that for a different one. I'll do a different expose on your ass in a different video. Right now, we're breaking down
Expose.
Marty's uneducated, savage,
The
idiotic,
only thing this guy
uncivil-
exposes is his fucking his dick and balls on panels. That's the only thing he exposes.
civilized brother. Now, what does it say after what he did? When someone does harmful things but refuses responsible acknowledgement, it suggests a lack of integrity, which we all know he has no integrity. He has no morals. John is a witless ignorant.
To be honest with you, Carl, he changes it so much that it's very hard. What I would do if I was you, like, this isn't really the channel to come to, like, to find lolcows content. It's more like to watch lolcows content. But there are people that, like, extensively follow Cyraxx, like William Glory Hole and N-Word Boy. And if you look at
I'm
their,
actually gonna
like,
keep it on sub only
posts,
for
like any other community
That way I
posts,
know
most of the time, like, you'll be able to find it. Like, you'll be able to find his accounts through that. Shout out to the Lone Sunflower for becoming a subscriber. Because, like, it's so hard for us to keep, there might be some person here who knows, but it's very hard to keep track.
Undermining or attacking certain audiences, making degrading comments about women, and contempt towards people who question him. Sounds like you're not just doing shit on me, Johnny boy. Sounds like you just ain't doing shit on me, little Johnny Bravo. But we're gonna focus on
Johnny Bravo.
what you've done to me.
Fucking loser.
But I will be doing a deeper dive on that later on, for sure.
All right, we're done. You guys want to watch his guitar shit? I don't know if this is worth watching.
And then if that don't work, then they just fucking have your ass arrested and hauled into court if you don't listen to what they say. Like, if you're doing something wrong, like if you're doing something severely wrong, then that's when they send you a letter if you don't listen the first time. And that was mistake number 2 for y'all, sending out a letter pretending to be
We're close, y'all. We're close to 200 likes. We're at 148. I'm gonna take a bonus shot when we get to fucking 200 likes, y'all.
Nintendo. Mistake number 3 is the worst one of all. Making a website pretending to work under Nintendo. And I told them about the website. They had me email them everything. I forwarded over everything to these guys. And from what the president said, shout out to the president of Nintendo, was awesome. It was honestly a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Wait, what the fuck did he just say? Wait, did you guys hear that? Whoa, I wasn't paying very much attention. But then I slowly started to listen. I'm like, why is he talking about emailing Nintendo? I'm like, okay, maybe he just emailed Nintendo. Of course they didn't reply. He's saying he had a conversation with the president of Nintendo. Whoa, that is crazy. See, I'm glad I didn't skip this. That is gold right there. This guy genuinely, he got buddy trolled into thinking he was talking to the fucking Nintendo, the president of Nintendo. That's a crazy one. That's a nuts one. You think it was an auto-generated email? That would be even funnier if it wasn't even a buddy troll and it was just fucking the automated email, like sending him back, being like, you know, telling him don't reply.
For y'all sending out a letter pretending to be Nintendo. Mistake number 3 is the worst one of all. Making a website pretending to work under Nintendo. And I told them about the website. They had me email them everything. I forwarded over everything to these guys. And from what the president said, shout out to the president of Nintendo, it was awesome. It was honestly a pleasure meeting you, sir. Seriously appreciate it. But they told me straight out that right now, just off the letter alone, y'all are looking at about 5 different federal charges. And
who the fuck did he talk to? See, it couldn't have been AI if they responded saying he was looking at 5 federal charges. First of all, why the fuck would Nintendo know like the exact, like you're telling me Nintendo's like, yeah, we fucking already pressed charges. Like it's all right. Like we have actually, like we got cops right here next, like there's cops in Nintendo. They're Nintendo cops. And we write police reports to them whenever somebody, like the crazy thing is like Nintendo would be the kind of company to do some shit like that because they're so crazy about their IP. Obviously, this isn't the real Nintendo people like he's talking to, right? But I'm just saying like the concept of like sitting there and having people that like just kind of seek out litigation, you know?
And then also having a website claiming to be running under you guys, to be running under Nintendo, that was mistake number 2. Well, actually, no, that was the mistake number 3. Because, actually, no, that'd be 5 charges / 5 mistakes on the letter. And then about 3 or 4 different charges on the website. So, yes, the end of the troll era is very much coming to a close. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but it's coming to a close very soon. Which means I can probably start getting my life back to normal. I can start living life how I used to. I can start doing things I used to do. I can start going outside again and not be worried about jack.
The troll era is over because the Nintendo president texted you back. Are you fucking, you're schizo. That's insane. Like that's delusional, bro. Straight up delusional. To think like, okay, it's one thing to think the Nintendo president like emailed you, right? It's another thing to think that that's what the thing that is going to save you from the trolls is the president of Nintendo. This guy thinks YouTubers are gods and he thinks that the president of Nintendo is gonna save.
Shit. What number did I use? I literally called their 1-800 number through support. I went through to support and then they put me in contact with the right people through Nintendo. Because I explained everything that was going on and then they then put me in contact with the president after I let them know how severe everything was. They put me in contact with him and I spoke with him. I explained to him like, yo, this is the situation. This is what's going on. And he finally said, hey, thanks for letting us know. If we need anything from you, we will let you know for sure. But they did take down the information. They took the information I gave them and they are opening an investigation on these people and they are going to get shut down. So the end of the troll era is upon us. And my life is finally going to start to get back to normal, which I'm super excited about. Now, I did also bring up, very briefly, I did bring up the Shadow Kai project and what I'm doing. And he said, unfortunately, there's nothing that they can really do for it right now, but...
What the fuck is he talking about? Like, he talked to Nintendo about his stupid little project? Is that what he's trying to say?
If it ever got to that point and it gets big enough, he said they are going to be keeping an eye out for it, for sure. So, that's exciting. I mean, you know, Nintendo's even keeping an eye out for it. I told...
Are you on? What are you on? I don't even know. I was gonna say fentanyl, but I don't even think that causes this kind of psychosis. Like, what do you mean? This guy thinks that Nintendo is going to like save him from people, from John? Is that who he thinks? Like, is that who he's still talking about? And he thinks that because they stole Nintendo's IP, and then he thinks that Nintendo is gonna be on the lookout for his stupid little artwork. Like, I don't even know what that means. Be on the lookout. What does that entail? Like, I don't know what the fuck that even means.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. I've still got a lot of work to do, which I do. I'm not that far from being done, actually.
No shit, this isn't true. No shit, this isn't true. The Buddha boss is sports. I know it's not true. I'm saying it's so crazy that somebody would believe it's true.
I'm about 70% of the way done. I've got almost all the creatures done. Actually, I got to do a few more other things here and there for the style of project I'm doing. But once that's done, all I got to do, hand it over to one of my good friends who I know is going to help get me into contact with the right people. And then from there, it's go time. And this is a project, like I said,
My cat, here, let me see if my cat wants to come back up here. I don't know if you guys can hear him. It's the microphone. Can you guys hear him? I can hear him a little bit. Print in the microphone. Hey, stop. Look at me. Into the microphone. Hey, good boy. Okay, now you go down. You guys hear him? I heard him a little bit, but I have noise gate on, so it's kind of hard.
Yesterday in my post, if
This one sucks.
y'all didn't read that post, go back and read it. There was a post I made yesterday where I basically said, hey, this is why I'm doing this. For me, this is a massive project that I've been working on since 2012. And it's 2025, man. Like, this is something that I'm very proud of. It's something that I'm super excited about. That is literally years in the making. And like I said, the art style of what I'm doing, it very much reflects the two major players on my life as a kid outside of, Studio Ghibli. It literally, you can see it in the artwork. Like, you can see how much of an influence these two people have had on my life as a kid and growing up and just what I do now and how I view things.
It's Socks Sebastian. That's his name. Because he's got white paws on his feet that look like socks.
So for me, this project that I'm working on is not only me paying homage to my art project that I started in 2012, but this is also me paying homage in my respects to the people that were two of the biggest influences on my life, art style wise, and how I go about things.
Yeah, it's AI, right? That's what I guessed it was, Ari. I thought it was AI. I'm like, this has to be like, there's no way he didn't make any fucking art. He like asked ChatGPT or he's like, draw me a picture.
Thinking about things. Hell, these two people are the reason why I look at strategy games.
But shit, I forgot. Alex Sargent donated $2 and said probably talk to a recording of Mario. Yeah. Brian 1141 donated 2 and said, Lemur, how your cousin Zabumafu? My cousin Zabumafu's chilling like a villain.
The way that I do, why I look at games the way that I do, whether it's card games, tabletop games, video games, like I'm always thinking strategically because of these two people. So for me, this is me basically paying homage and tribute to those two people. So yes, the project is underway. Like I said, I'm about 70% of the way done, which I'm super stoked about. I cannot wait. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop in here and let y'all know that the end of the troll era is very much upon us.